everybody, Carm here. Just felt like stopping in, doing a quick video. I had some recent finds last week when I was out. I was actually out looking at a bookstore that I hadn't been to in some time, but it's on Milwaukee Avenue here in Chicago. And there's a Reckless Records about 4 blocks down, and I said, well, I'm just gonna get some books, and I'm trying to avoid the record store today, but sure, being that it's right there. And I hadn't actually been to the Reckless in a while myself, so I thought, well, there's an album I am looking for anyway, so I figured I'll just pop in real quick. And it was a Can album by Can, from the 80s, the one reuniting album with Malcolm Mooney. I forget the title of it right now. Couldn't find the album there, and I said, well, I'll take a quick peek through the jazz records. If I don't find anything, that'll be it. But I was pleasantly surprised. I found 5 records, and 3 of them were Japo/ECM. So to find them all in one place was really a pleasure. Just the first one, not an ECM, of course, but Gary Burton, longtime ECM artist. This particular album I did not know about. This is from 1968, recorded live at Carnegie Hall, and wasn't aware of this album, even though I'd been a fan for a long time. This is his classic quartet of Larry Coryell on guitar, Bob Moses drums, and Steve Swallow bass, and was really happy to find it. It was pretty good, well performed. This next album I'd not heard of myself, Voyage to Uranus, Atmospheres, featuring Clive Stevens. Plays saxophones and flute, electric, a lot of wah-wah and echoplex. Very mid-70s fusion, really neat cover too. What else attracted me to this album besides the cover and the instrumentation was, well, John Abercrombie's on it, playing electric and acoustic guitars, and Ralph Towner's also on this, playing electric piano and clavinet, which I'd never heard him play before, and a standard 12-string guitar. So this is a really nice, it's pretty typical of its time, but somehow I just didn't know about it. The name was a little familiar, Clive Stevens. Excellent record. It was a pleasant surprise. And on to the ECM/Japo. I showed an Ohm album recently. Didn't have this one before, with Dom Ramao. And as you'd expect, it does have a kind of a weather report feel to it, with Dom on there. Even the saxophone playing soprano sax is very much like Wayne Shorter. Really nice record. 1977. ECM/Japo. So yeah, anytime I see anything on either of these labels, I get them indiscriminately. And of course, Ohm. Really happy to find another one. Stanley Cowell Trio, Illusion Suite. Stanley Cowell on piano, with Stanley Clarke on bass and Jimmy Hobbs on drums. From 1972, November 1972, almost exactly 41 years old. What really struck me about this album, besides just being a really nice trio record, is Stanley Clarke's playing. He was quite advanced at this point. I mean, he was a very young man, maybe 21 at the time, on both electric and acoustic bass, and he really it was just as impressive here. So I was really happy to find this. ECM, this is a very early ECM, 26, number 26. So yeah, I mean, this was the sleeve's a little shoddy, but the record's in really good shape. Very clean. So yeah, pleasant to find. It was like $5. So. And one more here, last but not least. Dollar Brand African Piano. Another one. The sleeve's a little shoddy, but the record's really good shape. Yeah, pretty clean. And just really pleasant to find. It's something I'd been hearing about for the longest time, and finally found it. Yeah, terrific piano, so diverse. There's a really nice, I think you'd call it like an ostinato bass line. This rhythm just going throughout the whole record, and his melodic invention is so just very broad and very wide. Just a variety of styles. You hear blues, you hear gospel, of course jazz, and things that are just difficult to define, which again is part of the appeal of, I've said it before, of so much music. So I was really happy to find this. 1969 this was recorded, and I believe it might have been reissued a few years later, I think on ECM. This one here is on Japo. So yeah, pleasant to find this. Really, really nice. One other thing on CD. Lyle Mays, keyboardist for Pat Metheny Group. This is his debut album, I believe. Just always liked that cover. It is kind of an ECM cover. This is actually on Geffen Records from 1985. And there he is there. Yeah, nice mixture of styles. Has the ethereal and impressionistic. You could kind of hear, he did a lot of co-composing with Pat Metheny throughout the years in the group, and you can kind of hear, of course, his side of it here. So yeah, I was happy to find this. I've had it on tape for a while, but always good to find another format. There's only a few bucks. The thing that's playing right now is not exactly related to what I've been showing, but it's really a core of what I've been into since I was about 14 or 15. The electronic synthesizer sequencer based music. This is Steve Roach. A reissue of an earlier work of his called Impetus. And there's a bonus disc of music that was in the vault since the early 80s. Co-composed and performed with Thomas Ronkin, another electronic musician. You see the really nice artwork there. I'll turn it up a little bit. Yeah, this is very sequencer based. This here is called Harmonia Mundi. Yeah, it's pretty far out there, but it's the way I like a lot of this stuff. Yeah, great to find it. I've had this for a little while, but it was recently reissued. So yeah, anytime in his stuff in general, I'll have to do a video on just his work. He's another one who's been pretty influential and inspirational since since the early time, just getting into this sort of music. I think that'll about do it for this time around. I just wanted to stop in real quick, say hello, and do a little video. So excited to find these all in one place, ECM as well as Japo. So it's not very often it's all just together like that. So I hope you're all doing well. Thank you to all who have been watching. I saw I have a few new subscribers, and thank you to all. I appreciate that you take an interest in the things I've been showing. I know it's pretty off the beaten path, but again, that's just the way I've always liked it for most of my life, and I'll just continue to, as I find them in my own collection and new things, I'll just keep showing them, and I love seeing what you all have. So until next time, hope you're all well. Peace, love, and joy to you all. Take care. Until next time.